Hello everyone, this is Mike here with you guys once again, continuing my video game collection series for 2019. And these are my PS Plus games. These games I own for being a Plus member, so I'm renting these games. These aren't games I actually own. And a lot of these I haven't even played. So let's go through them. Steep, I tried to play a tutorial and it was a little too difficult, and I just liked SSX so much better. The Batman Telltale games, definitely recommend playing through the series. I couldn't because episode 2 crashed on me, so I just got frustrated and gave up. And that's unfortunate because this is actually a really good game. Darksiders 2 I have no interest in, I just got it because it was free. This game disappointed me because the original Deus Ex had a fantastic story and great atmosphere. And I don't mean the original Deus Ex game, I'm sure that does have that, I haven't played it. But the original Deus Ex Human Revolution, I should say, had great atmosphere and a fantastic story. This had a very interesting premise, but they did not go anywhere with it. They instead focused on gameplay, and but worst of all, the thing that sucked was that they decided to make this the beginning of the story rather than a full story, because they thought they had a franchise on their hands, and the story definitely suffered, and the soundtrack was nowhere near as good, did not have the atmosphere of the previous game. Played the tutorial, it was too hard. This turning is too hard. Everyone's Gone to the Rapture was not a story I really understood as I was playing it. I went through it and it was okay, but it didn't stick with me the way that Dear Esther did. I thought Dear Esther was so much better. This I tried out and stopped. I have not played through this game yet, but I have watched the story on YouTube, and I thought it was really good. I played through one playthrough of this. Now, I understand to get the full story you have to play this several times, but I played through it once, so I did not get the full experience. This game got too hard. This game I just wandered around the open world. This game did not work for me, this version of it. I mean, I played it on the PS3 and played through it there. But when I got it on PS4, it crashed on me multiple times, so I had to stop playing it when I had the base console. But on the Pro, it worked beautifully, and I was able to complete it. Definitely recommend this, but if you haven't played it by now, what's wrong with you? Anyways, Just Cause 3. I'm not really into this, but Alex really likes this game. He messes around with it, and he's pretty good at it. Ground Zero, stealth game too hard. Stealth game too hard. This, I wish they could make these dubbed, because there is audio, but it's in Japanese, so you have to read the subtitles, and it's a lot of reading. So keep that in mind if you decide to play through this. This is a pretty fun game, really good arcade shooter. If this was an arcade machine, I think it would be pretty awesome. This, I played most of the first episode, but then I made a mistake, which made the game impossible to complete, and I didn't feel like going back and making the right choice. This, I played the beginning, I played through parts of this, and just sort of stopped. This, I couldn't get into. This I was getting into, but then stopped playing. This was too hard. I haven't tried this. Here's the thing about kids' games, is that they are much harder than mature games, I've noticed. And Knack is definitely one of them. This I haven't played. And then, I was surprised by how difficult this game was early on. I'm like, you think kids' games would be super easy, but they're not. They're not super easy. Not at all. This I haven't played. I tried to play the tutorial, and because of resource management, I couldn't, so I stopped. This, I didn't play through it on PS3 because there was a fail state, and I'm like, no fail state in a David Cage game, please. But I did play through it on PS4, and you get the option to play the story in order, chronologically, which I highly recommend because you get so much more attached to the character if you do. I've not played this game yet, but I have played the first game and enjoyed it. Heavy Rain, I got the bad ending on PS3, but the good ending on PS4. This was okay. Had a good soundtrack. This has a fantastic story, but the gameplay got too difficult. Once I played the tutorial of this and it sort of stopped because I'm not really into grindy stuff. Grindy multiplayer games, they're just not my thing. This still holds up visually, by the way. This holds up so well visually. It still looks incredible. That's God of War 3, by the way. I have not played this yet. I have not played this on this system, but I have played it on the 360. And if you haven't played Bulletstorm yet, I highly recommend that you do. Anyways, that is it for my PlayStation Plus games. Stay tuned, because another video is coming out. I'm making these videos shorter because my internet's so slow now. So I don't really want to. It would take too long to upload, a full video. So my apologies for any inconvenience on that for you guys. But I want to keep these videos as short as I can in order to make sure they upload quicker. Or actually, they don't take as long to upload because my internet's really slow here. Anyway, stay tuned. More PS4 games on the way.